Welcome, everybody. I'd like to thank you all for joining me today as we embark on the journey we call life. Something weird happened the other day. I was alerted to the presence of a homeless man in my alley. He was being very loud, obnoxious, seemed like he was yelling at some sort of presence that wasn't there. Now, originally, I planned to avoid him as I had to go to the store around the corner. Now, on my way back home, I had forgot that he was there, and I made eye contact with the man. Not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm not afraid of homeless people. As a matter of fact, I used to be homeless a long time ago when I was a teenager. I had been attacked by many varieties of I don't even know how to explain it. I've not had a very good past. A lot of things have always happened to me that seemed negative at the time, but I'm willing to accept them now as lessons. Now, this man, as he made eye contact with me, right away he asked me if I had a cigarette. I didn't have any, and I just asked him how he was doing. Like, how are you doing today, man? And then he already looked defeated. Like, he saw that I didn't have any cigarettes. But he answered out to me, I feel blessed. And then he asked me how I felt today, and I told him that I was feeling blessed as well. He was very excited. He was excited that somebody had even given him the time of day. As though... Here were his words. He told me, as I was asking him how his day was, how he was doing, how he was feeling, he seemed so excited. He was damn near in tears that somebody was actually speaking to him. So I proceeded back to my house to drop off my groceries, and I decided, seeing as how he felt blessed, that I would share my Dreams of Awakening video with him. So I went back outside to him, and I asked him, as I handed him my telephone to watch the video, "Are you gonna steal my phone?" He looked at me from his wheelchair, grinned, and said, "Why would I do that?" I just grinned back at him. And so I let him hold my phone. I continued back inside my house, prepared lunch for my daughter, and I peeked back outside. He was still there. Man, my run button is not working. And so I grabbed some string cheese, I made him a sandwich, and I brought him some water. And I sat down beside him and started chatting with him. The man was drunk out of his gourd. Looks like that is his vice of choice. Stupid run button is not working. This is going to be very difficult for me to do if my run button is not working. Well, anyway, seemed like his demons had fleed him for a moment while I was chatting with him. he did occasionally tell them to back off and get away from me. But as I'm talking to the man, he's so extremely happy to just be in conversation with somebody. And we started talking about God. And the man seemed a little saddened. I was wondering why he was feeling the way he was feeling. Oh, ouch. I'm not paying attention. That's what happens to me. I'm usually a very good player. Well, he started crying. I was having a hard time understanding him at that point. We were talking about God, and he started crying. And I asked him, like, why? Well, why are you crying? And he's all, you're such a good man. I can't believe that you even stopped to take a minute to share with me. And he's all, me? You don't know me. And I said, I don't have to know you. And he said to me, why are you here? Where did you come from? And I don't know. I just, at that moment, I looked up at the sky, and then I noticed that he looked at me again. He was just so happy to be able to speak to somebody. I just looked, and you know, I didn't know what to tell him at that moment. And he's all, I know why. He's all, because God sent you to me. And he continued on with his story. It took me a minute to kind of decipher what he was saying. He had a lot of slurred speech. He was, you know, intoxicated. And his story was sad. He had grown up in the wrong neighborhoods. He had gotten involved with the wrong people. And it tormented him. He had been in Vietnam. He was an older gentleman. He was probably in his 60s. And he was telling me of the stuff that transpired there. You know, he told me, I don't know if God will even hear me because of what I've done. And I asked him, well, what did you do? You know, confess to him what you did. He's all, I killed 33 people. I watched 5 of my best friends die in my arms. And he was crying. He was just so unsure of his own self that he could be forgiven. And he asked me, he's all, well, like, I forgot how exactly he worded it. He was asking me for my forgiveness. Like, I had suffered something that he had done. And I told him, there's, you know, you've done nothing to me. You know, I forgive you. You know, I don't know how else to respond to this, you know. It made me think for a second, you know, like, is God able to forgive a man like that who ended 33 other people's lives, held his friends in his arms while while they were dying? You know, can that be forgiven? And in my eyes, I say yes. What parent in their right mind would not forgive their child? What parent would make you suffer with your own traumatic happenings in life? I felt really good after speaking with him. I really did. The man was so thankful of my presence. He stood up out of his wheelchair and asked me to embrace him. I couldn't say no. There was no way that I could say no to the man. He was dying on the inside, crying for forgiveness. So I did as I felt God would want me to do, and I embraced him. I held him tight and close, and that if he is truly remorseful of what he has done, then he will make it right in his own time. And I hope that I was right. The words I felt I shared with him, I don't think were my own words. I feel that maybe I was being guided into helping this man. Because otherwise, why? Why would he have been there that morning? Why would I have passed by? Why would I have come back to him? Yeah, I'm a good guy, but I don't just, go talking to strangers all the time. I don't just pass by people that are asking me for my forgiveness. I mean, it left me confused. Well, the mysteries of life, I guess. I mean, I really have no way to explain it. I just thought I'd share that with you guys. It was something different in my daily routine. I mean, it's not easy being a dad, stay at home, teaching my child how to read and write and do arithmetic, creating lunches and dinners and being a family man. It's not something I had ever expected ever in my lifetime. I was pretty sure that I was going to be one of those single guys that just never got married and never had kids and was just going to live my life completely free. But that's not at all what was in store for me back. I guess there was a plan. Not gonna lie, most people that were in my class are either dead or in jail. I don't know, I just thought I'd share that with you guys. I really appreciate every moment I'm able to live. I appreciate every moment, every day that the Father in heaven has been able to give to us. And I'm hoping that there's more days as such. Remember, folks, get outside, get some fresh air, let the sun beat down on you, get that vitamin D. Sitting in your house for too long is going to weaken your immune systems. Get out there, protest. This whole lockdown thing is a bunch of BS. Anybody with half of a mind realizes it. Stupid run button. Alright guys, I gotta cut the feed here, otherwise these guys are gonna try to kick me out. Or maybe I'll just stay and finish this stage for you guys. How's that? Of course, I'm not going to talk too much now because now I have to actually concentrate on what I'm doing. With this broken controller. The only reason why I'm using this controller is because my other one doesn't allow my mic to connect to it. Oh, jerk. Of course, they always have to get that last little hit in right before they're destroyed. What the hell? How can I not run over that? Really? Ooh, tank. Hell yeah. And wouldn't you know it, it probably won't fit through there, will it? And go the long way around. Poop. Nice roll. Why is this tank being retarded? No, just go forward. Thank you. Stop turning. Oh, really? Oh, let's just sidestep that right before you fire. What? Really? So now it's just stuck, huh? This controller is so janky. I gotta take it apart and fix it. Come on, run button. Shoot. I'll have to smash this controller to see if it'll help any. Come on, run button. It's fucking crap that you don't want to stay running. Run. Oh, boo. Too late on that. Ah, fuck that over. Oops. I'm not supposed to say words like that. My bad. Come on, fucking run! Jeez, come on, stupid button, dude. Ridiculous. You just don't want to stay running. And it's totally effing up my game. Forgot to switch over. So gather the bonus for that.